So today we got another great video to watch and we're going to watch it in just a second. I honestly almost missed it because it trended very low on Twitter under Gayle King, who I think is the host who's interviewing Nancy Pelosi. And people are getting really mad for her commenting about Nancy Pelosi calling Trump supporters and his people henchmen and telling her to tone down her language. Not only that, but it seems like she's defending Biden and preparing the land, let's say, for Biden actually ducking the debate, which seems like it's going to be the reality in just a few days. I honestly don't think they have that much of a reason to duck the debate. Yes, Trump would probably destroy him, but it would be a very negligible difference because the debates would probably have no crowd. And most of the presidential debates, let's face it, it's more about the zingers and getting the crowd to clap for you and cheer. And when you have no crowd, every zinger that Trump is going to make is gonna fall on deaf ears, and the host would probably stop him right away. When there's no clapping, no cheering, it doesn't really work. So Biden can actually come out unscathed or barely hurt from the debates. So I don't see any reason for them to duck the debates. It would probably at this point would cost them more damage to avoid the debates than to go there, and Trump wouldn't be able to do anything because there is no crowd. So let's watch the video. I'm gonna put it on full screen. Sorry if some of it is cropped out because of the video editing.
You're right.
No wasted time.
Tuesday is a big debate, the first debate between the two of them, between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. You had earlier suggested that you didn't think Biden should debate. Do you still feel that way?
I do. Not that I don't think he'll be excellent. I just think that the president has no fidelity to fact or truth, and actually in his comments the last few days, no fidelity to the Constitution of the United States. He and his henchmen are a danger, with their comments, are a danger to our democracy. So I don't want to give him, why bother? He doesn't tell the truth. He isn't committed to our Constitution.
But Speaker Pelosi, that's what people say is the problem. Your language is, to some, is just as egregious as what they're saying by calling the president's people henchmen. Some could say that's just as insulting as what he's saying about you.
No, well, I don't care what he says about me. Every knock from him is a boost for me. If he wants to help me raise money, he can keep knocking me. But I'm speaking truth. Our Constitution is at the mercy of people who have no allegiance to the Constitution of the United States. They have repeatedly demonstrated that. Now that the president has said what he has said,
but even the Republicans are coming out and saying there will be a transition to power. Are you?
First of all, it's funny to see her talk about the Constitution coming from the side that always goes after your Second Amendment rights, which is ridiculous. Second of all, good on Gayle King for toning down the rhetoric. It's thanks a lot to Nancy Pelosi and other people on the Democrat side, like Maxine Waters making her past comments saying you shouldn't be civil with Trump supporters. And it's 4 years of this continuous rhetoric which results in violence in the streets against Trump supporters. It resulted in 2 cops getting shot right now. Obviously, it's the 2 cops dying is not because of the rhetoric against Trump supporter, but it's one of the first steps that got us to this extreme current situation of politics. Okay, so that's first of all. Second of all, Nancy Pelosi keeps pointing out that Biden should avoid debating Trump. Which again, thinking about it right now, if any of the debates is not going to have a live audience there, Biden's not gonna take that much damage as long as he sticks to his prompter and doesn't go off reservation. Because Trump can insult him all he wants, call him Sleepy Joe, Sniffing Joe, whatever nickname he can find. It won't work when there isn't a crowd to cheer for him and clap and laugh at his jokes, and it will fall on deaf ear, which is what Trump did against Clinton, and in my opinion, how he won the debate when he said, "Good, because you'll be in jail too," and things like that. Those zingers, when you don't have a crowd to left for them, it won't be as effective as Biden, who would probably try to stick to the points, talk about COVID-19, slam Trump for his quote-unquote bad response to it, and everything else. And I think it wouldn't get again as much damage in the debate as he would if he would try to avoid it. And it seems like they would avoid it because his health is deteriorating. For those of you that remember, Bernie Sanders, I think he had either a stroke or a heart attack during his current campaign for the Democratic nomination, and he had to tone down his campaign because of it and slow it down. Biden is barely getting out there, barely reading off a teleprompter in front of a rigged press conferences. And it seems like from reports by Joe Concha, which I'm going to pull now, I'll read you the tweet. Joe Biden called a lead on the day earlier this morning. No events, no questions, less than 6 weeks before the election. The Democratic nominee is working at the 50% clip, calling a lead on 7 of the past 14 days and 11 of the past 26 this month. Is this a preview of a Biden presidency? So obviously, dementia aside, even if you don't believe Biden, mind is melting away. It seems like his health is deteriorating. A man at his age, dementia or no dementia, probably can't campaign all day, and his campaign is not as hard as what's his face, Bernie Sanders, who had a heart attack and had to tone down his campaign. Biden was barely out there, was barely campaigning. The most rigorous campaigning he did was an interview with Cardi B, which tells you a lot about his current health if he can't even pull the current effort and have to tone it down. So it seems like the Democrats are setting the stage for Biden to duck out of the debates. I don't think he can even handle the stress at his current situation. I don't know how they would teleprompter his points during this debate. It's a shame. Let's see if I have this tweet liked. Like I said, I have tweets on my profile that I like that I want to go over later. I think there was a photo of Biden's ear looking really weird because it was taped over and had makeup on it so they could put an earpiece. Let's see if I can find it under my like tweets, or you'll just have to go by. Yeah, this is it. Look, it's poor quality, but it seems like it's taped up. As you can see, there's obviously a gap there in this area because they taped an earpiece into his ear. And you can see in the other photo, I think, yeah, this is the unzoomed photo. So you can see there's a huge gap in his ear. I don't think he has this excess skin in other videos and photos if you take a look at them. So yeah, the Democrats are trying really hard. It seems like Weekend at Bernie's, but the presidential election version where they're trying to hold up a corpse and get it elected, and that corpse is Joe Biden. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification so you won't miss any of the future videos. Your likes and shares helps the channel tremendously. Thank you guys for the amazing support lately. It enables me to give you daily content and report on every news and SJW story that you would love to hear. So again, keep this amazing support on this channel and I will keep posting daily content for you. Like and share it, it always helps spread the message and rid the world of this SJW lunacy. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.